Hello everyone, this is Charles Walhingford back again with another real alternative to Rolex Panerai. But this isn't really about Panerai. This is about those fake watches, those people who make those videos about those fake watches and how they are not what they claim to be. They are not what they claim to be. And the reason why I have a real issue with this is because Panerai is one of those watches only watch fans, real people who love horology, really are into those watches. They want that watch because it's a little bit different. It's not the usual. It's not the Rolex that everybody knows and loves, and they want to have something different, and then somebody comes along and makes a copy of that wonderful watch. For those of you who wear Panerai, I'm sorry that happened, and I applaud you for wearing it. And just to let you guys know, I'm not a big Panerai guy, but all the people that I've been around that wore Panerai or wear Panerai, they deserve this video. So who do I have a problem with? I have a problem with three people. It's way more than three, but here's my top three. Watchreport.com. Watchreport.com, I actually liked some of their videos. They have a lot of alternative watch brands on there, but then they bring out the Gruppo Gamma Vanguard. Number one, Vanguard by definition means the person or something in front, to do something first, to not be afraid to be in the forefront. That's what Vanguard is about. Somebody to do something that no one else has done before. But their watch is called Vanguard, and they're copying a watch, they're copying a design. I really can't get with that one, not at all. Next is Minitwatch. Minitwatch did a video on their Parnis. Minitwatch, I guess all these people don't mind selling their souls. I guess they don't mind telling these untruths. They tell you about this wonderful watch that's almost just as good as a Panerai, but then they show you they can't figure out how to work it. So we're taking advice from people who don't know what they're doing. Meaning the watch they did was a Parnis Military GMT, and they noticed that the GMT function doesn't work as well or work correctly. Meaning the GMT function or the hand should click into place rather than move into place along with the hour hand, the way our hand moves. That's not how a proper GMT works. But it's just as good as a Panerai, right? So what else is wrong with that watch? We'll see, I don't know. And my last nemesis is Michael Stefano. Michael Stefano did a video, Parnis versus Panerai, how to save $12,000. Wow. You're going to watch that video, aren't you? Wow, we're going to save $12,000? I have to watch that video. That's a lot of money. That sounds too good to be true. Whenever something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's too good to be true. This watch, either one of the two, Michael Stefano could not get the GMT function to work, or the GMT function, the hand, did not work. One of the two. He couldn't get it going, or it doesn't work. But this watch is as good as Panerai, correct? This is how you save $12,000, right? On a watch that doesn't work. Or you're taking advice from a person who doesn't understand watches. Because in his video, he also referred to the hands as dials. So he doesn't know the nomenclature of a watch. But you're following him and you're listening to what he says. You're listening to him tell you this wonderful Homage watch is just as good. But he doesn't know what he's talking about. Here's some real advice. You want to save money on a Panerai? Buy a pre-owned Panerai. You'll save anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000. That is real advice on a Panerai, a real Panerai. You'll have a real Panerai in your hand and you just save $6,000 to $3,000, $3,000 to $6,000 on a pre-owned Panerai. And a pre-owned Panerai is not even the same category of this Parnis watch. Now here's one more thing about Mr. Stefano. If you really think you're gonna, the difference between a $12,000 watch and a $150 watch are the same thing, you really believe they're the same thing? Well, okay, I guess you're gonna tell me if I want a great Italian dinner, go to the grocery store and get 2 cans of Chef Boyardee and I just save 50 bucks. No, don't go to Patsy's and downtown Manhattan, New York City. Don't do that. Get 2 cans of Chef Boyardee. You just save 50 bucks. That's what he would tell me, right? Now let's get to the next subject. The next subject is, I know what you're going to say. Charles, they're Homage watches. They're not fake watches. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you one more time. I've been telling people this over and over again, but they seem they can't get it. One more time. I'm going to give you the definition of homage. Not Charles Walhingford's definition of homage. Let's go with Webster's definition of homage. Here it is. This is the Webster Dictionary. I'm going to read straight from it. Homage, a mark or testimony of esteem, respect, or veneration. The public ceremony by which a vassal acknowledges his relationship to his lord. To do or pay homage, to express homage by word or gesture. The key word in here is publicly. That's the key word, publicly. Again, this is a fact. This is a fact. I'm reading straight from a dictionary. Keyword, publicly. Let's go over another definition in this dictionary. Again, this isn't Charles Walhingford's opinions. To make a false imitation of, counterfeit, to contrive something, so as to deceive, to contrive something as a working substitute, pretend, sham. That's the definition of fake. Here's another thing. Why don't I find these Parnis watches, these Gruppo Gamma watches, in my favorite watch magazines, or watch magazines in general? Because publicly, again, publicly, they cannot put themselves out there because they know what they're doing. They're not in this magazine. No Parnis here. No Gruppo Gamma here. No Parnis. No Gruppo Gamma. I wonder why. Publicly, they can't do it. I'll give you more facts. There are such thing as homage watches, though. That Gruppo Gamma, Parnis, and others are not homage watches. There are true homage watches. Here's some examples of a homage watch. Let's talk about their actual website. Parnis's actual website, their official website. I want you to go check it out. Tell me what you think. Then you'll come back and say I couldn't find it. That's right. There's no official Parnis website. There's Parnis sellers, resellers, and retailers. There's no official Parnis website. So what are you going to do when your GMT function isn't working? Next, you can go on Gruppo Gamma's website. They do have a website. They have an official website. I wonder how many times they mention homage. How many times they say we get our designs from Panerai. We took some designs from Panerai. A real Homage watch will actually say it publicly, yes, we took this from this. The Tudor will tell you, Tudor says, yes, these hands are from that Submariner. Cobalt says this case is from Chrono Swiss. They said it. They don't have a problem with it. They acknowledge it. That's the difference. That's the fact, and it's nothing more I can tell you. Now, there's nothing more I can tell you, and there's some people who still won't get it, still won't understand, and I understand that too. There are people out here that don't want to take the truth. There's some people who rather deal with a lie than deal with reality. I understand that, I get it. But for those of you who are trying to learn about horology, watch collecting, and all that encompasses that type of interest, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm telling you, here to teach you. And I hope you learned something today. There's no such thing as a Homage watch that is not recognized by the company that they're paying homage to. I'm Charles Walhingford. How would you spend your money?